Another week, another scary movie in theaters. So we got the movie It Lives Inside. Is a scary horror demonic thriller about two young girls who were close in childhood but in high school are separated, but when an unknown entity resurfaces them, causing them to come back together for the forces of evil. Until one of the girls, Tamara, asks her old friend Sam, but Sam does not believe anything she's saying because it sounds unworldly. Hey Sam, can you help me out? Something's going on. I'm scared of it. I'm seeing things, I'm hearing things. Something's going on, until she has had enough and she breaks the glass in front of everybody, as you've seen in the trailers, and soon after that the entity is released into the world. And then of course it gets your traditional scary stuff. Things start to happening, doors start to open, you hear weird sounds, you start seeing things in the night, you start flashing using the flashlight, things are not there, there's moving objects, people are going missing, the spirit has definitely come out. Can the friends stop this evil? Will they die? Find out as we go into talk about it. This movie takes place in the suburbs of Illinois, which is scary and a little bit more thrill because I live in the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois. So when I was doing research after I saw the movie, I'm like, oh my god, this is happening in Chicago. That's scary because I'm in Chicago, so it's scary stuff. It explores East Indian culture and their demonic spirits. It is called Pisage, which I'm probably not saying that name right, but I'm hearing what they said in the trailers, especially in the movie when I saw it last night. So it feels like a demonic creature that feeds on souls, that wants to devour your souls, but it eats it slowly and it doesn't kill you right away. One of the strengths of the film is the representation of Hindu, their culture, their own religion, their characters. Even the main cast is based around that, speaking the language of Hindi, and even scenes to match with the clothing. So I thought that was pretty cool because I'm half Latino. So of course some of you have known, like if you have your own like cultural backgrounds, like for me, half Latino, we have like the Llorona, we have Bloody Mary. So it's nice to see a different perspective on scary demonic. It's nice to know that it's not Americanized, it's not just Latinos that are scared of this. Like every single other cultures has their own demonic that backgrounds that you have to come to face if you do search up that stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool because the language is spoken, we get some insights on the culture, but it's all surface level. Of course, it's a horror, scary, demonic thriller at the end of the day. Another week, another movie for the scary Halloween season. So it's not like, oh my gosh, very deep, but there is some nice moments to be had in this movie and some, of course, traditional jump scares, jump scares. We follow a relatable character, Sam, played by Megan Suri, which of course she is attractive. She is a normal girl in high school who has a crush on a boy who sits literally next to her. And one thing that I do love about this film is the connection and the relationship she has with her mother, because as the movie chugs along, like I said before, you start seeing things, hearing things that are not there. Is this really a true demonic entity? Is it really going to kill some of these people? Why do some people see it and now other ones they don't? She asks her mother for help, and throughout the film you'll see the bickering back and forth, because I think one of the best things is the connection between them, not even the scary stuff, just her and her mom, because of course she is a high schooler, and if you remember, or if you're in high school right now, this is the time where you're rebellious, you go against your parents, you sneak out at night, they don't believe you, sometimes you'll need their help, and at the moments you can hear the animosity or the screaming or like the tension between the two characters, between the mother and the child, because the child's going up to her mother trying to open up, and her mother's like, you weren't there for our ritual meeting, you left. She's like overbearing, suffocating this young girl, and there's times where they don't even look at each other, they use the husband or her dad to like talk to them, and I thought that was pretty brilliant acting. I know that's weird because me talking about it in a horror movie, but I can't believe that stood out to me, leaving me thinking after I left the theaters, and not even the scary stuff, just that scene alone, like the screaming they have with each other, when one time her mother is always speaking Hindu to her, but she's speaking English, and at one point she's like, do you even remember the language? Of course they have some bickering better moments that's like really heartbreaking, and I can't believe I'm gushing over the reactions, and this is a scary movie. You can already tell, like, I'm not saying it's a bad scary movie, but if their connection was the thing that I'm talking about first, like, yeah, there's a problem with it, and it's not that bad, but it's not that great either. I was surprised and happy to see that there's romance added to it. I mean, some guy likes her, he tries to help her out, he's like, yeah, what are you thinking about, what are you scared about, how's your friend, like, is there anything I can do to help? And of course, throughout the movie, I was thinking, are they gonna use this guy as a plot material just for the main character? And in some ways he is, but the surface of the romance doesn't go deeper than that. He's just there, he's kind of a plot device, and of course it's a horror movie, so you can be very predictable about what happens to his fate. Like, that's all I gotta say. I guess in terms of the movie, it's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, at the Act 3, you'll see what actually emerges from this scary movie scene, but I feel like since it's more tangible, a lot of people will be less scared once they actually see in the third act like what's going on, because I feel like you can actually destroy it without saying any spoilers. At the end of the day, yes, it has some nice jump scares, some nice sequences, some killing sequences, some suspense thrillers. I mean, the entities throughout the school, in public, at people's homes who's trying to help her out. And yes, one of the strengths of the movie is that we could learn more about this East Indian culture, which I did live in. When I heard the trailers, when I saw the movie, I was like, oh my god, like we're finally learning about other cultures and their scary demonic figures, which that's great because we need more of that representation. And of course, the main cast is incredible. The mom, beautiful MILF, and as soon as I saw her on screen, I was like, wow, like now I gotta stay for this movie just for her, just for the MILF mom. And I was like, dude, Neri Baja, I cannot pronounce that name, but wow, I would wife her as a dude. I'm like, dude, like I'm open type. So when I was seeing her, I was like, dude, this is amazing. She's beautiful. Oh my god, like oh my god, dude. Unfortunately, with so many scary movies that are coming out up to the scary Halloween season, this movie will probably be falling by the wayside. I mean, you'll probably check it out on streaming, but it's not bad. It's not great. Like I said, one of the strengths of the film is the bickering they have with the mother and the daughter. I mean, there are some scenes, intentional, intense scenes. Both of the actors, like they can't even look at each other in the eye, crying and stuff. I don't know. I love the representation of Hindu culture, language, the style, the clothes, the characters. But that was his strength. But the scary movie, even me being scared of this type of stuff, I'm just like, this is okay. You know, it's all right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating because it's a representation. Like I said, it's one of the strengths. But in terms of a scary movie coming out in this time, going into the Halloween season, I'm being honest, it's going to be falling by the wayside. Like some people might check it out, but I suspect it will do well on streaming. This is one of those movies where you watch before you go to a party or something, or you watch at the party in the background. You know, it's like one of those. And I'm so sorry. I'm just being honest. You know, it's not that great. The Exorcist that's coming out will probably be better. Even The Nun 2 was better than this. At the end of the day, I'm going to give it a C. I thought it was just okay, but we're going into the Halloween season. You'll see a lot of scary movies. As always, if you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care. Bye.